Maybe.
There we go. Welcome to the Bob and Tam Show. This is Louie, and we're here to tell you about Tim. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is my partner here, Tam. And we're going to be talking to you about the Lake of the Ozarks. Oh, you all ready? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're glad you're here. She can't talk. She laughed. Everybody says they don't like my voice. So tonight, it's going to be my buddy Louie. He's going to be talking to you all like this. Okay?
No.
What you all think?
Things laughing. We're not doing that all night.
What?
Oh. Hey.
It's a wonderful... Welcome to the Bob and Tam Show. Everybody's looking at us. They think Louie's over here. I think he might have passed away.
A long time ago.
So what are we going to talk about? We are still at Lake of the Ozarks Bikefest. It's the very last night of the rally. You know, we had a great time last night over there at Shady Gator. We got a video that's going to come out on Monday. Show you a whole bunch of excitement about what happened. We had 3 of our subscribers showed up. Also, Dixie from Bug Slide, Cowboy was there. Yeehaw, Cowboy. And some of their friends, or some of their workers, they came along. And we also had Mexi Philly.
Maria's Bandanas.
Yep. He came over with his friend. He came over with his friend. I don't remember what his friend's name is. Sorry.
Dale.
Dale. Yeah, that's it. Dale.
We should remember that. We both have a cousin named Dale. He hasn't even drank anything yet, but tea all day. Oh, the sun must be getting to him.
It's hot out here today. It is a squirt. It is so moist. You need some powder.
He
Special
said,
product.
that gold bond spray, boy, that would work out.
Monkey butt powder. You got to stretch because we had to put the.
There's not very good internet.
Do we have? How's our signal looking? Is the picture pretty good? Internet's sucking right here. I can't believe it. We're right across the road from where we were at last night, and we had great signal.
Less than probably 500 feet.
Yep.
Ooh.
It's a killer fly. Last night's live got really screwed up. And if any of you watch it, we're sorry. I was going to take it down, but looks like a few people are still watching it. What ended up happening was we were going to do from 6 to 7. We were on the property by ourselves, and we were going to do a live from there with Shady Gator's permission. So ends up being the band that's the opening band ended up playing 3 of their songs as testing the sound system. And that's why the sound keeps going on and off, because we didn't want any, well, probably was no copyright on any of them songs. But Helmet Head and I don't know what else it was. Your Mama's Dead. Or,
yeah, he's going to kill her mom and take her car and sell her car.
It was definitely
different.
Yes. And which is an opening band, and there was hardly nobody there, but they had over 350 people last night. It was a very small venue. If you're ever out here and you want to see a concert out there, hey, it was great. We had sit down seats. It was right behind the standing room only. There's no really seating there, but they have some gazebos that you can sit in, and
cabanas,
then cabanas. And they had some tables along the side, and then we were right along the back. So actually, we had a straight shot. So you're going to see some really good video of Jackal. If you don't like Jackal, that's fine. You're not going to hear a lot of his singing anyway. Once again, copyrights. But we're going to show you some of the stuff. We got him cutting, chainsawing up, and all that kind of stuff. And we're going to show you a little bit about Shady Gators. It was a great place. It was really nice. We paid for our tickets, so they weren't free. And we invited some of our YouTubers to come along with us. Not YouTubers. I guess one was a YouTuber. Mexi Philly. He was the other one that was there. And so it was kind of neat. Had a good time. So what else is going on?
Jackal was great. We like Jackal.
So we'll run down a little bit about what's happened down here in Lake of the Ozarks. It's not a bad rally. We counted the bikes. So a couple hours ago, we drove down the strip. That's where it's kind of like Daytona, where they kind of place where people ride their bikes up and down. They let them park in the middle of the street. We kind of did a quick estimate. There was about 1,500 to 2,000 bikes down there. They kind of say here that they have over 100,000 people show up.
David said it sounds horrible.
Sorry.
It's a lot of background noise. Maybe speed up closer.
We'll try turn.
Oh.
Because it's pushing on the button.
Yeah.
All right. Just in the camera here. We're back. She's gone. Yeah, well, I know we can't really do much with it here.
I know. Well, put the camera on this. Oh, well, then we might lose the signal, huh?
Let's see what happens. So, how's it sound now? Is this any better? If there's still a lot of background noise, we may have to just go someplace else. We only got 31 people.
Uh-oh. Everybody must be out having a good time tonight. Oh, this one says sound is good here.
All right, so we flipped the camera around. There's people talking. We're in a restaurant. We're actually at the H Toads. We're at their restaurant.
I got something on my lips.
So
I'm back.
they had hamburgers. We just had those with some fries. Fries are pretty good. They had hamburgers. What kind of bread they call that? Sourdough? What is that?
Ciabatta bread.
Yeah, whatever. Something I don't know. I've never seen it. Not regular bun. It was different. It was all right. But we had another subscriber sitting next to us, some people that actually thinking about getting into YouTube. So we talked a lot, and I talked more than I ate. So my food got cold. So it wasn't as good as probably it was when they first brought it to me. So I can't give them a bad rap here. But I mean,
the only 31 that counts. That's who's on.
So it's a pretty neat place here.
That's good.
Over at Shady Gators. They got a pool and all that. We're going to show you that. Got a bunch of girls who did shout outs today. So that's going to come up on our Monday video too. So that'll be kind of neat. We may make it down to the strip tonight and show you that. Just kind of depends on
tonight. I didn't have one last night.
Depends on kind of how this live goes. Our live last night really sucked. I was saying about that. The sound, had the leaf blower guy. A lot of people wanted to meet him. And by the time they finally decided they really wanted to talk to him, he was already gone. And, so he would have been very entertaining.
That guy you could have called useless instead of useless.
Yeah, he was a handicap. He made the handicap look bad.
Oh, that's what Brett Fink says. Hit that thumbs up button if you're on. All you 31, give us a thumbs up.
31. Where's all my people at tonight?
It's Saturday night. Everybody's out on the town.
That's usually, well, I guess we do our. We're probably still going to do a live. That's what we probably should have done. We'll only do about a 30 minutes so here. I want to do it live tomorrow night. That's our typical Sunday night crowd.
Yeah.
So we'll have to go back and pull the computer back out and make me a thumbnail for tomorrow night. And down in Branson, Missouri. Have any of you ever been to Branson, Missouri? We're experts on Branson, Missouri too. We honeymooned down there 42 freaking years ago. Can you believe that? I've been with her for 42 years.
Been with him. Oh my God.
Holy Jennifer Jupiter, Batman. What you doing?
You're the only one.
Playing with your boobs or what? Pulling her shirt down.
Nobody can see, as I can barely see over the.
It looks like she's a shorty. She gets stretching her neck like an ostrich. Oh, there you go. Maybe we'll turn it down a little more. Maybe I'll sit back. There we go.
All right.
So it looks like now she's got everybody's face in there. You can't see anything.
Yeah.
She's got blue glasses on to match her blue shirt she got on. Look, we both got blue shirts on.
There
today.
we go. How about that?
What a deal.
Mine's even got, oh, you can't see it.
There it is.
Bob and Tam's Excellent Adventure shirt. How about that?
Yep. Some of the ones I bought a while back. And hopefully we'll try to, we've actually talked to somebody today, actually the Badgers. I don't know if any of you know them or not. They have a YouTube channel. They're more bigger in the Facebook. They'd rather have them watch them on Facebook.
There's a bunch of football games going on. Marley Girl said. Branson rocks.
And that's going to happen tomorrow night too, because there's always probably football games on Sunday night too. Monday night.
You're the only one that's on Facebook.
And so the Badgers were telling us about some different things that we could do to get a store going and stuff like that. So I'll see if I can figure it out next week. And it's one where it's real easy to get to from the YouTube video. You won't have to click on it. It's right there when you're watching the video. You just click on it, and it'll take you to the store and show you things we have. I have nothing in there
right
yet.
Here with us, JD. Jakey's on.
We had our other subscriber, Kenneth, was with us tonight. He ate dinner with us. He's the same one that was with us yesterday. He's been out. He spent a lot of the week with us this week.
He did.
and didn't go on any rides together, but.
Did you break the record with them, Harley Girl? Dick's Five and Dime. Did you tell us that last time? 1954 Shadow? Somebody told us to go to Dick's Five and Dime down in Branson. I'm writing it down so I don't forget. I don't know. It looks like I got a mustache. I don't know what's going on.
Hey, just declare.
I don't know. Oh, it's John from Biker Dog. Hey, JD.
So we met a bunch of YouTubers today. That was our meetup at 11 to 1. We had this morning at the Ice Hole. Quite a few of our subscribers were there too, and some of them knew them and some knew us. So it was kind of neat. We probably met about, I don't know, what, dozen so of our subscribers there. Could be posting pictures later on Facebook of those people. So it was kind of neat. And some of them knew the people that we were there with. There was probably half a dozen other YouTubers there. A lot of our smaller channels. Some of them were just starting. One was a girl that just kind of started. And maybe we'll put some of those links up and you guys can check out their channels. We'll put it on the Facebook page. It'll be easier to do it that way than to put it here because a lot of people can't figure out how to open the screen down below. It gives you more
day we're going to show you how to do that.
Yeah, hopefully, we're hoping maybe in Branson we have good internet and we can get the right wires. Somebody said they were going to send me some wires from Fry's, but I haven't gotten them yet.
Where are they sending them to?
I don't know. He just said he was going to go to Fry's and order them and send them to us. He was just being sarcastic.
Pennsylvania.
That's why I was being sarcastically saying I'm waiting on them to show up. But maybe he might have heard where we're going to stay at. And he might send them to that address, and they'll say, "Hey, you guys, before you leave, somebody sent something.
You got mail." Remember that?
No. You know, we actually have a friend that has an AOL account still.
It's Art. Isn't it Art?
No, it's
yes, it is. Art is AOL.
No, it's not.
A cool cat and a number at AOL.com. Well, it said at a number. He's got a number behind it.
But there's a guy that my brother went to school with, Bruce. His is the AOL. And people make fun of him. And it's like, I didn't even know it was there. I didn't even know AOL was still around. That was the first internet we ever had and couldn't get anywhere with it.
I remember it wasn't Prodigy and you had to pay for every hour you were on to get on the internet. Oh my gosh.
What a mess. We didn't have that computer very long. We got rid of it. It wasn't until really 98 is when we really started getting on the internet and stuff. Back then we had dial-up. You want to download a picture, you waited about 5 hours for the download. Or if you were on Napster, maybe when you went to bed, by the time you got up, you had that one song.
Downloaded? Oh my God.
People would have no idea. What would they do if we went back to dial-up? All of a sudden, everything went down.
These kids would go nuts, wouldn't
they? Playing a game. The guy'd move. In 20 minutes, he'd move again. We should do that for like 48 hours. That'd freak all them kids out. They get so angry at their phones, they might throw them away. They might open a book.
Our kids, it was when Nintendo came out, and our kids were like, "We want Nintendo, we want Nintendo." So when we first got married, had Atari way back when. So it was up in the closet. So I was like, I'm gonna get that down. So I got it down. I plugged it all in. They played that. They thought they had Nintendo. Then they had a sleepover at somebody's house. Oh boy, they came home. They were not happy. That is not Nintendo. But then Sega came out.
Game with it, so
well, no, then Sega came out. So for Christmas, they got a Sega that year, Sega Genesis.
But if we had that Nintendo today or that Atari, it'd be worth some money.
Yeah, we had all the games
and everything.
We had the
chips.
What's it called? Space Invaders. That was our favorite. I'm not drinking anything.
They're putting something in our water.
Maybe. Yes. Give us a thumbs up.
YouTube thumb.
Well, it's on YouTube, so I guess we don't get it. Doesn't count on Facebook.
Facebook doesn't give us any credit at all. But what we found out was we have to have like, I don't know if it's 3,000 or 30,000 hours in 3 months on Facebook to get paid for watching videos. So all you Facebookers that watch Facebook, watch this video or all our videos on Facebook, put it on a continuous loop for the next 3 months, and maybe we can start making some money on Facebook too. They said Facebook actually pays better. That's what the Badgers told us.
I don't know.
And they're different from us, and that's fine. And there's a lot of people out here that have sponsorships. And a lot of you have talked about that we should think about that too. But when I look at a sponsorship from somebody, I feel that we wouldn't be justice to you. And we want to stay true to our name and want to be able to give you the right ideas. Actually, we're going to call Ciro next week. Find out one of the products we were thinking about getting. I did some reviews down here talking to people that had that product, and they weren't very happy. Had a lot of complaints about it. So that was going to be the first thing I was going to try from Ciro. And I already, once I seen how it was connected, I already had an issue with it. So ended up being that we were down here at Chubby Cows, and a couple people came in with them. And I went and talked to them about it.
Chubby cups holders.
They had both. They had both. And I was like, dude, what do you got to make covers? And I said, how's that work for you? Well, then he told me, well, I'm not going to discuss it here. We want to talk to them first and see what they tell me. And then we'll go from there. But the whole idea is you would want, if to me, anybody that makes a product wants to make a product that does what it's supposed to do. And if you know, things wear out, and I understand that, but in this case, and then I end up talking to another guy today and another guy today, two other guys the other day, and we're all hearing about the same thing. So I'm like, that's definitely a problem here.
Yeah,
and
about 10 different people. I'm surprised Ciro hasn't addressed the issue.
Yeah, because I think that cup holders are one of their biggest sellers. I would think it is. I don't know. Maybe it's not, but we'll see. We'll call them up next week, find out who to talk to, and we'll let you know what they say. And if they're going to be willing to redesign it, or really what I thought they were was Ciro cup holders. I thought they would have a hole in it that you would bolt it to something. Well, theirs are kind of similar to like a RAM mount. They're phone mounts and also their cup holder mounts. They got that little ball. And I've used RAM mounts, and I've already kind of told you I'm not overly impressed with RAM mounts, especially for camera work, because you can't get them in the right position because it just doesn't move around. And we went with the Rick Rack.
You got to be in the right position.
That's right. And Rick Rack, I'm hands down, I love the Rick Rack setup that we have. Only bad is when I have it on the rear camera, she has trouble turning it on. And she can't reach back there and do it. So she might have to use her phone and use a remote control, turn it on and off.
I could do that.
And so we might try that next time. Maybe down in Branson and see how that works out. And but we love that. So going back to Ciro.
The cup holder from Ciro is what he was talking about, and the way it mounts on your bike.
Yes. And so I already thought there might be a problem when I seen that, because like I say, we dealt with the RAM mounts, which are a very similar setup, and not overly impressed with that. And a lot of people like RAM mount, and that's fine. We use them in the truck still on the dashboard, but it's a whole lot different. I got a gigantic windshield that I can put the camera on, and it's pointing straight forward. But when I try to take my camera, which I talked about that. If you go back to the Rick Rack, where I talk about why I bought it, I explain there the difference in the two, where if you really want to get it, especially the one down on my fork, I could never get the camera perfectly in the position I wanted it. I had to, sometimes it was crooked a little bit or it was out. I just didn't like the way it was. Some more subscribers over there.
Yep,
and we're waving to.
Came over here, she's like, are you Tammy? And
nobody remembers my name. Everybody remembers her name. Tam, right? Tam and Bill, Tam and John, Buck, Bambi, whatever his name is. One of them names. I always say, well, you know,
we should say the Tam and him show.
You might say, hey, it's that guy, the Guy show. Then they would think my name was Guy.
We have Guy Beaver. He watches us.
Yeah.
Susan ordered 6 of them.
So back to the Ozark rally here. So we're going to talk about windshields next week too. About the windshield that I bought. We're going to tell you what I like, what I don't like, what's about it. If I'm going to give it back, I can't get it back there, but I could call Clockworks, which we are going to call Clockworks. She says we know him real well.
We do.
Maybe I do. I just may have names. You know, I see thousands of people, probably and tens of thousands of people. And probably if I see the guy, I'd probably say, yeah, okay, I remember talking to him. But right off, I don't. But I know.
It's his girlfriend he's going to remember.
Maybe. So we'll see. And somebody said that the other day or today on one of the things, asked if I was Googling another girl. So if I look at another girl, what's the problem? Is there a problem? Been married a long time. We ain't going anywhere.
And I used to tell her, like, did you see that
one?
Sometimes
she'll do that. She'll go, did you see that girl? Her things were about ready to pop out of her shirt. I'm like, where? I missed it.
See, who looks?
That's right. But I've always been a people watcher. I can sit on the beach down in Santa Monica or on Venice. If you ever go to Venice Beach in California?
If you like to people watch, that's where you need to go.
You see some freaks there. You see, there's not anything you can imagine seeing in California. It's on Venice Beach. And you will see it if you sit there all day on a Saturday afternoon. Start in the morning, it gets better. And then it's the afternoon. And
usually on a weekend, not during the weekend.
Maybe we'll see how it goes. We're going to be going to California in November, visit the kids. And we're taking the motorcycle, so we're going to do some riding of a motorcycle. Maybe I will. She may not want to go. She may want to spend kids with grandkids. Maybe get my buddy Art. You can all see who Art is. And he don't watch football games. Art, where the heck are you at?
He's probably working.
Saturday.
Works like a dog.
Yeah. He'll probably go ride with me. I'll have to call him and tell him what day I'm coming so he can take off.
We're doing good. Thank you.
And
that's our waitress. Here, come here, wait a minute. This is Sarah. She's been our waitress. She's great. Hi. We're down here at Horny Toads.
H Toads. Okay, I got gig now.
Sorry. H Toads.
Yeah, that's what they say out front.
We're getting in trouble.
YouTube gets you in trouble. Slap your hands.
So anyway,
we got on now. Still only got 54 people. This is sad for Saturday
night. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up.
I guess we won't be doing no more lives on
Maybe
Saturdays.
their date night or something. Everybody's going out. And
I don't know.
Early on
Friday. More people on my lousy one last night. I had 400 people.
And we had the sound off most of the time.
And so we turned the sound off. It wasn't the camera turning off the sound. It's like here, I'm talking. We have a little.
It's a mute button.
We have a little mute button on the yard stream.
So it was almost like there was just too much music going on, and we probably could have still did it because, like you said,
loud.
You'll never.
Well, then right behind that, when they did the breaks between the bands, if you've ever been to Jackal, he plays a lot of disco music as he's building up to his show. We've seen enough of his shows that we know
when Rhinestone Cowboy starts, he's coming out.
Yeah. And I got right there in front. So if you're a Jackal fan, I have some great footage you're going to see on Monday.
We're in Lake of the Ozarks in Branson, Missouri. Next year, we're going to go to OC.
We're at Lake of the Ozarks in Branson, Missouri.
Well, we're in Missouri.
We're at Lake of the Ozarks in Missouri. Next week, we're going to be in Branson, Missouri. That's two different places. But there is the Ozarks. Now, the Ozarks is pretty much all, I guess I would call it southeast Missouri. It will go into Arkansas too. They call that the Ozarks.
Ozark Mountains.
Yeah, and
they're not well known,
but it's different. If you've ever, they're
hillbillies. That's what my dad used to call my mom.
What you want to do is a good way to do is look up the word bald knobbers, and that will tell you a little bit. There's a story that they have down there, Shepherd of the Hills. It was actually a book written, and kind of tells you about this area. And it's like hillbillies. Beverly Hillbillies could have lived here. And there's a lot of people here that still don't have running water. You know, they got an outhouse in the backyard. It's not uncommon. You got that in Tennessee too. Her cousin had a family that just got running water like 5 years ago.
Well, my grandparents had a farm in DeSoto, Missouri, and they didn't have indoor plumbing, a bathroom, or anything in their house till 1979.
And a lot of people here might say 79. Damn, that's back in the Stone Age. Unless you're over 42 years old, you don't even know what 79 was.
Branson's where we're headed next. We're going to leave tomorrow morning. We'll be in Branson tomorrow.
So what we do is we have a pause between bikes, blues, and barbecue. We were planning on going down there and staying in Fayetteville, Arkansas. That's where Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue originally is at. But the issue is the city said no. Now it's really funny. The city just turned around this week and changed their mind.
Was it yesterday or last night?
Well, we don't know when it acted. The guy told us. Somebody that's local, one of your subscribers, came on last night and said, "Hey, they're posting permits for on Dickinson Street or something it's called." And we talked to a vendor today, Chubby Cups, which knows it all. And he says mainly all that's down on Dickinson Street is T-shirt places, souvenirs, stuff like that. It's really not a motorcycle stuff. That's usually when a lot of the riffraff, I guess, comes out down in that area. A lot of people
go down there drinking, so they're not looking to buy stuff. They go down there drinking, have a good
most
time.
Most people go to either Eureka Springs, which is where the main Harley dealer is, and the Indian dealer.
Ask Dallas if he's got running water down in Goat Spank, Tennessee.
Not on the night.
No, I don't see him yet.
He's in the pokey.
In the pokey, in Goat Spank pokey.
Yeah. So from there, that's what we did. So what we decided was, since Fayetteville, there's nothing really going on, we moved our reservation because we were staying at the Elks there. $25 a night, and you got a swimming pool, all kinds of stuff. Not saying we'd ever get in the pool, but we decided that we wanted to go to Eureka Springs, because that's where the dealership is at, and not dealership, but that's where Cat House is and all that. The dealership is actually in Rogers, which is like 22 miles away. Well, Fayetteville is 44 miles from Eureka Springs and 22 miles from Rogers. So we decided, why do we want to go to Eureka, or why do we want to go to Fayetteville? We don't. So we moved our reservation, and now we're paying for the KOA. So we'll be at the KOA from
That's
Wednesday.
why we're staying in Branson a couple of days, because Branson's going to be free. So it's going to make up the difference of staying fewer days but paying more.
Yeah.
So it comes out money-wise about the same. Yeah. So they said to ride the excursion train in Branson for her.
We've done that before. It's when you sit up in the sky thing and you look down.
Oh, was it?
We did that. Yeah, remember?
And somebody else wanted to know, is Vegas Bike Week canceled?
Yes. 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 You can Google it. It will come up and say postpone. It doesn't say canceled. It says postpone. And we reported on that a couple weeks ago, actually a month ago.
There's Skippy Jones.
We talked to our dealers there, and actually I was notified by somebody that it was canceled. And I called the dealers, and they're like, "What? I'm gonna have the main head guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to call my dealers over there and see what's going on." He called me back. He's like, "You're right. They're closed.
It's canceled." Well, they just got notified that day, so whoever told us, they were on top of it.
So which is great. We appreciate all of our subscribers.
The Reno one's still going on. We should call the guy from Carson and ask him.
Not really. But there probably no vendors there.
So Skippy Jones is on. I haven't seen him in a while.
So we'll talk a little bit about this rally. Have you ever thought about coming to Lake of the Ozarks? First of all, you know where the Lake of the Ozarks is at. That's your first move. If you don't know where it's at, you can never come here.
You've done a lot.
It's definitely a different. It's more of an adventure probably coming here. There's a
destination.
This is actually a very big boating community. There's probably 500 bars on the lake. This place, we'll look out the window here. Yeah, if you can see out. So right over there, that building, that is Shady Gators. That's where we were at last night. So you can see all the docks here. Now, if we go around, they've got a concert venue right behind us, which we were originally going to hang around for, but by the sun won't see it. The sun's gonna be in their eyes. They can't see it.
It's down there.
Yeah. So they have a whole outdoor area here too, but it's hot right now. So we decided to sit inside.
Mel's is gonna be playing tonight, so we might stay in and see that.
We were originally planning on doing that, but I don't know. You guys really enjoyed the strip Thursday night, more than you did last night. So we might go back down there and just get one last shot of that before we end up the weekend.
It's crazy. Fred Mounty's watching.
Is he really?
Yeah, what he says. Fred's on there.
So what we're looking at is we're going to tell you a little bit about the lake here. So that's really what it is. During the summer here, boaters, there's a ton of boats out here today. Not a lot. I mean, there's probably a couple hundred out here. This lake's gigantic. So they don't need any business really during the summer here from anybody because they got enough boats coming here spending money. So that's what it does.
That's why they want to do a fall rally.
So that's why they do a fall rally.
Try to extend their season.
But the problem is right now, today, it's Ocean City. They've got their Bikefest going on.
That's where all the big vendors are.
So we have about 4, maybe 5 vendors here that actually pertain to motorcycles. We have Chucky Cups is here. We have the guy that I showed yesterday's video that does stereos, which I couldn't get their name of the company. We have LA Choppers out here selling handlebars. We have somebody else.
Dixie?
Yeah, Dixie from Bug Slides here. Everybody needs Bug Slide. So she's here, and that's about it. There's a guy that's got ceramic coating over here, but he's not even putting it on. And it's like
selling the products.
I don't know what he's selling. I don't know what he's doing. He's got a thing there saying how great his cover.
The biker bar guy is here.
Yeah.
This is what he does. He brings in his trailer. He flips open his lid. And he sits there
in a chair in the corner inside the trailer.
And if somebody asks him a question, he'll answer.
If you want a biker bar like us, and we'll show that again. Maybe we'll do that video on that next week too, putting that in and out of the trailer. Some days it's good, some days we're putting the golf cart and the motorcycle's really close together. So it's really tight for us to get in there and work and get it in and get it out. Sometimes it's a problem for us. But there's no straps, there's no tie downs, there's nothing. You pull the bike in, lock it into place, and you're done. And if you have an outside carrier, like you've got an open trailer, there's a place you can put a lock on it so they can't take it off your bike. So we love having the biker bar. If you want to buy one, Rick Brack sells them. Call up Shane, tell him that Bob and Tam sent you. Maybe he'll give you a little discount to get the biker bar. That's who I buy it from.
I would call him now, and then maybe you'd be able to get it in Daytona or Panama, because he said
they sell fast.
Yes, they do.
So that's a place I'd recommend, and they're about $300.
We are doing Myrtle Beach. That's where we're going right after Bike Exclusive Barbecue. We're actually going to leave on that Sunday.
Hopefully to be there sometime on Monday. Now, see, that's when she got a call. She didn't do it Friday. She needs to call the dealership. See, typically in Myrtle Beach, it's screwed up because it's in 2 different counties.
Spring round.
Now, I'm saying, I bet you the permits are the same way. The rally actually, no, it starts on Monday and goes to Monday.
Yeah, but the last one was over 2 weekends. This is only going to be.
This starts on Monday. I'll bet you the dealership will not have, and SB&B will not be open until Wednesday. You going to bet money on it?
I don't know.
Just telling you, because that's the way it's screwed up down there. So if we find out that it really isn't going to start, we may come even in on Tuesday. I don't know yet.
Larry Casting's watching. Hi, Larry.
Brother-in-law.
Okay. All right. Is that what you want, the biker bar information, JD?
Biker bar. Biker bar is what you can go in our trailer. You can see, like when we first got ready to go to Sturgis, you can see us loading it up with the biker bar inside the trailer. You can probably do a search for biker bar. What's nice about a biker bar is it does mount to the floor. Now ours, we have an aircraft floor in ours. We have these little bolts so we can move around wherever. She's got them blacked out with the
I know where to put them
with the bolts. So our bike goes, so we take the plate in and out all the time. Now you can run plates through a wooden floor, then you have the studs there, and you bolt it down. But what's nice is a lot of people use that one that holds the, can't think what it's called. It's under the C. Glock. I don't know what it is. The one.
Condor.
Yeah, the Condor one. That's it. The Condor one. But see, you still have to put straps on it because the steering wheel won't, your handlebars will not hold into place. It'll wobble around. And you can't just put your bike in and use straps because your bike will turn, the handlebars turn and your bike falls over. But what this does is it pulls when you pull in, it hooks to the frame on a Harley. They've got 2 different mounts for Harleys. They may fit other bikes, but I know Harley for sure. So it hooks on the bottom of your bike and it hooks on the frame. And when you put it on there, if your trailer is not too steep of a ramp, you can drive in with it on. Well, if it's really, can't get my hands in the right place. There we go. So here's the trailer. And if the ramp's just like that, it's easy. You can drive in with it on. And then you just go, you run right in the center and it locks into place and you're done. You turn the ignition on for a second, turn it off, hit both blinkers. That turns off the alarm system and off we go. We're done. The golf cart's a little bit more trouble putting down. We got 5 straps on that stupid thing so it don't bounce around. And
don't have a biker bar for the golf cart.
Our biker bar, I bet you we're at close to 20,000 miles, maybe even more than that with a biker bar, and that bike's gone nowhere, never moved at all. So yes, that's the best investment I've ever had. What are you looking for?
He wants me to message him the biker bar thing, and I can't find Messenger on here, but I will do it, JD, when we get done, because I'm a patriot.
So that's about the biker bar. Best thing I had ever had for putting my bike. Where I bought it from, I don't know who I bought it from, but used to be an old guy that came to Sturgis. But this guy says he owns a company, but he's not the guy that dealt with me originally. And he told me, "Don't buy it from me. I can't give you a discount. Here's some people on eBay. Buy it from them." So I did, which could have even been Rick. I don't know who I bought.
So John, has somebody else got a live on now too? Because he said he moved over here now. Says okay, moved over here. So John Fisher says he heard Harley Henderson is still doing the rally. Also, they're having a tattoo in Laughlin and Saddle Sore Ranch. Is that still happening? Because he's already booked his tickets.
Okay, so here's what's going on with Laughlin, Nevada, bike rally, bike Riverfest, River Run. There it is. Laughlin River Run is gone. It's never, ever coming back. Laughlin wants nothing to do with it. Now, what's happened now is a friend of ours that we know, Larry. What's Larry's last name?
Topping,
yeah. Larry Topping. He owns a tattoo shop in Bullhead City. He's the one that's ran the tattoo show probably for the last 12 to 15 years in the the Colorado Bell. He ran the tattoo show at the same time the bike rally was going on, which we didn't know it was going on that long. We've seen the tattoo convention there. Didn't realize it's been there that long. So what he did was he had it all set up with the Aquarius this year to have a bike show there. Well, Nevada never opened up, so it never happened. So what he did is he hustled around and he got a show going, a parcel show going. It's called Mayhem Main Event. And you can Google that. He's got a Facebook page that he keeps up on. Maybe we'll get it and we'll put it up and show people where it's at. We'll put it on our Facebook page. And that way you can link it from Facebook to that. It's Bob and Tam's Excellent Adventures Facebook page. So find us, like us. You don't have to do anything with permission. Just go in the group and just, you're in. I delete people when they write stupid stuff. And
everything's on. He'll get you.
Yeah. So we got trolls yesterday. Normally not on Saturday nights. They're Friday night kids that like to play.
I don't know what
so that's what is going on in Laughlin. So he has an event set up for this next year, 2022, in April. Now we probably won't be there because we'll be in Florida
and come back
and won't be able to get back. So he does have some stuff set up. Well, let's do it the other way. Laughlin, Nevada has sucked for the last 10 years. If you've been going to Laughlin, Nevada for the rally, you've really been going out there for the riding, going to Oatman. Now, what they have out there at that, what's they say this? Saddle Sore Ranch. Have you rode on big boulders before? This thing
We took our truck out there and didn't think we were going to make it back out.
I don't know how anybody. This is on a very large rock road. Now, what they did is this year it's on the old Route 66. If you know where, where's the gas station at?
Cool Springs.
Cool Springs, which really isn't a gas station no more. Cool Springs, great place to go. We know the guy that owns that too. We got a video, never finished putting it up. But Cool Springs is a neat place to stop. And a lot of people stop there. That's the road between Oatman and Kingman. So if you're coming from Hohem, just about a mile and a half past Cool Springs, on the right-hand side, that Saddle Ranch made a little ranch. They put some
Saddle Store Ranch.
Yeah, they put some shipping containers and made a couple bars, and you can sleep on the rocks.
Well, they brought out some generators. They were going to have some bands.
But you could camp there. What was you going to camp on? What are they going to sleep on?
Rocks.
How big are rocks?
They're solids in it.
They came out there with a little tractor with a little backhoe on it, trying to move these boulders. And then he was trying to ask people to come out and help move these boulders. It's like, and so I told Larry, get away from this guy. He's an
accident waiting to happen. Because somebody's going to get hurt out there.
Yeah. And then if you go out to his ranch, same thing. Somebody said they thought it was BLM land, but we're hearing it's not. But it's out in the middle of a rock field in the middle of a desert. And one bar is actually made out of pallets. They have about 500 pallets that they put together. We took pictures of that. We'll have to find it. Hopefully nobody's smoking.
Larry might be. Oh, I mean out there.
Smoking, and they'll burn the pallet building down. But I'm not exaggerating either. We will go out in November when we get home.
To 66, don't have to take
which it is. But that's where the rocks are at. That's where they've got that. That's the one that's 1 mile past Cool Springs on the right-hand side, coming from Oatman, going to Kingman. We've been there. We've seen that. And he's got a couple.
We were there when they were trying to.
They had a couple of shipping containers there. Because the first time we drove by, we're like, we didn't see nothing. And I said, oh, we seen some guy doing a backhoe. It wasn't a real backhoe. It was like a John Deere tractor with a scoop on the back. And not a digging one, just a pushing scoop. And I'm like, they said, that's him. And so we drove by again, and we're like, holy crap. This guy, the rocks weigh more than the tractor does. And
it was like a lawnmower riding tractor.
And they're like, do you want to come out and help? And I'm like, hell no, I ain't going out there to move them damn rocks.
At 127-degree weather.
Boulders. So he's got a couple 10 things there. You know, if you want to go out there and drink and be stupid and have fun. I mean, he doesn't even have it. There's not even really, it's not level enough to even bring an RV or anything out there. You might be able to bring a van or a pickup truck if you want to sleep in the bed of your truck. But I mean, to put a tent up there, it's too big of rocks. There's no way they can get it smoothed off. And so we'll take pictures. We took pictures before, but we didn't bring them. And you'll be shocked.
So George wanted to tell JD that Brick Rack on their website has them for $399.99, so $400 for the biker board. So anyway,
and they sell out fast. And they've gone up about $100 since I bought it. I probably had mine for
you can have it
4 or 5
shipped to
years.
you, which we did. We weren't home, and we have this nice little neighbor, Charlie.
Yeah, Chinaman living next door.
Charlie, he's not very big. And I called him and I said, Charlie, we got a package on the front porch. Can you pick it up for us? He calls me back. He's like, what is in there? That weighs more than me. He says, you owe me beer.
He doesn't do imitation very well.
Poor Charlie. I should have told him it was really
He's
heavy.
like 80 years old. He used to own a biker bar.
He did. Called Sandbar down in
Bullhead
Bullhead
City.
City.
So if you've been to Bullhead City, been to the Sandbar, our neighbor is actually the original person that opened that bar.
Yep. So anyway,
So hey, we're famous. We know
that's
somebody.
another story.
Yep, whole another story. Another day. So
But Charlie's a good guy.
So we'll
Thank
give you
you,
more
Charlie.
information, but yes, there is a new, he's actually, I think right now he's calling it the Mayhem main event. He was trying to call it maybe the Bullhead City River Run, but I don't think that's taken off. But here, let me find your phone. We'll look it up real quick. Where's your Google? Mayhem main event.
We don't know the for sure date. We'll be down at the pig trail.
So here's what it is. Let's see if I can get it without the glare on it. Ooh. Ooh, it's like trying to get me on their mailing list. I don't want to be on their mailing list.
I don't know.
Can't see it very well. But what I Googled was,
Mayhem main event.
yeah, so it's Mayhem. Oh, I guess, oh, you have to write it on this phone. Here, we'll put it in the comments.
Oh, there you go.
Is it IE?
Mayhem.
I'll go back a little. May and then him. H-E-M.
Main event. Or is it main info?
There, we put the name in the chat now, so you guys can check it out. The big deal is the ride that does the circle, which is included segment. Yeah, that's the other one that they've done, but that was still trying to.
That's the longest stretch of Route 66 that you can stay on continuously.
Yeah. From
Slegman all the way to Tupac.
And but they were trying to put down that Saddle Store Ranch as one of the stops. And
1954 Shadow says BYOCOSC.
bring your own shipping. You may have to. You want to place the
There it is. Mayhem main event. That's
yes. So you can Google that.
Larry Topping's doing that.
You can do that and tell them we sent you there. And
so in Henderson is the same one that owns all the dealerships that we.
Kingman.
Yeah, Kingman. He owns Kingman, Henderson, Red Rock, and Las Vegas Strip, and also, Apache Junction.
Yes.
So they own all 5 of them.
That's our hometown dealers that we stand behind. And if you have any trouble with any of them, you call us and we'll take care of anything. No questions asked. And,
but that's, as far as we know, last time we talked to Tony, he
no, just Google. I looked last night.
Okay.
Somebody was on the feed Thursday night and said, "Is it still going on?" And I Googled it. All you got to do is Google, is Las Vegas Bike Fest postponed? That's the word, postponed. And it'll come up and say, yes, it's been postponed. Their website says postponed. I was saying cancel. They'll cancel it. They're not going to have it anymore this year. This year's over. And we're already heading into it would have been in October. So how can they postpone it between November and December? And a virus isn't going to get any. This is flu season. It's not going to go away till next spring. So they may have one. They're going to postpone it until next October.
I doubt if they'll have one in the spring. They've never had one in the spring anyway.
Yeah.
So anyway,
well, they could if they wanted to try to try to compete with Laughlin. They could. Actually, they would do a lot better. See what happens with the rallies that we have in the West Coast is they suck. They a lot of these ones want to charge you to see, like in Las Vegas. They charge you to see the vendors. And the one up there in Reno, what a clown show that guy is. But you can go back and watch that one and we'll show you how big a clown show. You know the guy at the dealership? Great. Carson dealership. Great place. They usually have a lot of great vendors. And it's great riding up there. Virginia City, Hey, if you go to the rally, just hang out in Virginia City. You'll see anything and everything and anything you can imagine you want to see. Virginia City.
Oh, they got dessert.
So that's one of the. But see, a lot of people come for the rides, like in Laughlin. People would say, why would I come to a desert? Well, we have some great riding out there. We have the it's not the Viper, it's the Sidewinder. 8 miles, 209 curves. Got switchbacks. And a lot of people say, and I've rode that. I've rode it like several times without her on the bike, and it's a lot of fun. And you can go pretty quick, but you got to watch the burros stand in the middle of the road because morons drive their cars and they feed them. So they find out that the burros can stand in the middle of the road, and somebody will probably feed them. Well, hitting a burro on a motorcycle is not a fun thing because they weigh more. They weigh more than your motorcycle does. They don't move fast. So if they see you coming, they're worse than a deer. They're just going to look at you and go, get out of my way.
Yeah. They're stubborn. Remember? They
don't move. It's even hard to push them off the road because they'll kick you.
Yeah.
So that's another story. They got some great riding out there. Oh, Route 66 is priceless. Even if you get a chance to go all the way up to Williams, there's a town to go visit. That is like stepping right back into Route 66, back into the 50s. We love going to Williams. We don't go enough. You're right outside of the Grand Canyon. If you go to the Grand Canyon, that's the way you want to go with that in. Don't go down where you walk across on the glass. It's a tourist trap, and that's all that's there. You go to the West Rim. Is it the West Rim is what we have?
No, we're in the South Rim. Yeah. If you go to Flagstaff and up that way.
Yeah. So if you just go through Williams, you're only 45 minutes from the Grand Canyon entrance, and that's where you pay $20 for the whole carload of people, $20 for a bike, 2 people, 1 person.
Unless you have the Great American Pass.
That's right. Get it free.
America the Beautiful Pass. That's what it's called.
Yeah. So if you have one of those, you can get in. It's a federal park, so you get to get in for free. Yes, I would.
Lots of ice. No, I'm fine. Then I have to get up and go potty. If I drink any more water.
So that's kind of what it is. And see, a lot of it, kind of like this rally here. They got some good rides. Now, we didn't do as many. We only did one while we were here. And it was a really windy road. It was highway wide. But to get to it, it was like 10 miles down the highway. Just a highway ride. 54. It wasn't a major highway like 44, 55, or the 70. It was a regular.
They had stop signs.
And no. Well, not really. You went through a couple towns, but there wasn't a whole lot of traffic stops on that. But then you got to ride on a couple of these ones. We went through the state park. They have a little state park there that didn't charge to get in. And we could have stopped, but we were running short of time because we were supposed to meet somebody at a time. I don't remember what time. But who was we meeting? But we had to meet somebody. We had to get back to the dealership by a certain time.
Now you don't have any sugar.
Yeah, I do.
No.
She brought a lot more.
I think we had to get back to the dealership. We told people we were going to be there at 2. Oh, because they were going to open all their vendors at 2. So we were going to get back there at 2.
So I think a lot of these places that have up here, just excuse me, like Fayetteville,
Hi, Skippy.
Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue. I think it's all about the ride too. So when you get to some of these rallies like this one, Nashville, Lake of the Ozarks,
Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue.
This is about riding and drinking. That's it. Riding and drinking. It doesn't always mix. So,
not a good combo. Unless you're just drinking tea. I don't know what's wrong with them.
Hyperventilating. Okay.
He's gonna
so I think I'm done.
Did that help? Trying to scare him.
So I think that's what a lot of these rallies like this, Bikes and Blues. See, when you go to places like Daytona, Panama City, Myrtle Beach, there's not much there to ride. You know, you can ride along the coastline a little bit. You can ride through some towns. You can ride over to Disneyland. You can ride here or there. But other than that, there's really not a whole lot to do. So you go to those events, and there's a lot of stuff going on. There's wet.
Contest.
Well, that's a nice T-shirt you have on. And they have things like that. They have the midget wrestling. They have motorcycle racing. They have all kinds of stuff going on all the time. Bike shows out the wazoo. And you got all this other entertainment because there really isn't no place to ride to. And you have the same thing in Panama City. A lot of bike shows going on, a lot of other events going on. So there's things going on that keep you busy. Well, when you come here, there isn't anything. You can either go eat or you can go bar. Now they have entertainment here at night. They got some bands. Friday and Saturday night here, they had bands. are going to have a band tonight. Had a band last night. All the places did. There's supposed to have been some bands downtown, but see, there was trouble there last month, and so they're a little more stricter down there, a little more enforcement of law. No, I didn't see nobody getting hassled. Cops walking down the street a couple times throughout the night while we were there on Thursday night, and they got some cool squad cars sitting around. But I mean, that what we're hearing, everybody's on their best behavior, which is great. There's no reason why people should cause problems. But drinking, there's always those happy drunks, and there's also those angry drunks. And if you're an angry drunk, you probably shouldn't drink at a rally. And if you're a happy drunk or sleepy drunk, like somebody here, sleepy drunk.
No, I get really, really happy, and
then fall asleep.
But we saw some people at Golden Corral this morning that were hangry. There was I guess there was 3 couples. There were 6 people, and they were all getting into it. And it was, I said, y'all need to eat or do something.
They need a Snickers bar.
They need what?
A Snickers bar.
Yeah, they did.
Because they were angry. That's what you're supposed to have when you're somebody else. You need a Snickers. That would make me happy.
He doesn't like Snickers. He doesn't like candy.
Not big candy.
It's not normal.
I could go my whole life and never eat another candy.
That's what he always says. But boy, if I got a bag of M&M's out,
it's got them out, but I don't go and buy them.
2 dogs under 13 pounds and 4 bags of dog food you go through. Wow.
We used to do that when we had 3 dogs, 5 dogs.
Well, he's got 2 dogs and they're both under 13 pounds. I'm surprised they're only 13 pounds. So what did I miss? Oh, I don't know. How long were you gone? We just talked about Laughlin River Run. He went and walked the dogs.
Oh, so people want to know about what was going on in Laughlin. So we talked a little bit about that. We talked about the difference about the bike rallies around here, what's different about them. And it's more, I think most of these are more about riding and drinking. I think that's really what it rolls down to. Lots of bars here, a lot of places to drink, which is not saying that, in Sturgis there's a lot of places to drink too. But most people will go out early in the morning there too and ride. But I mean, Sturgis, that's why everybody says, why do you like Sturgis so much? Because it's got everything. You've got the wet. Oh, that's a nice t-shirt you have on. And they have wrestling, and they have lingerie wrestling, and they have all this crazy stuff going on. Concerts every night, bands everywhere. There's stuff going on. They got all these vendors going on. You could have anything put on your bike. Here, I've had like 10 people ask me, where's the guy doing leather seats at? He's in Ocean City.
Master Loogie. That's probably where he is.
Well, there could be anybody else there, but there ain't nobody here. There ain't nobody here for, hey, I need some new mufflers put on my bike. Where am I going to go? Dealer. Get some Harley pipes put on your bike. There's this guy doing stereos here, speakers, and we got LA Choppers doing handlebars.
LA
Choppers. Who else is here?
You
got Chubby Cups. You got.
That's
the guy I said. The stereo.
LED lights.
I had 10 big LEDs. So I mean, that's it. So if you needed something, a windshield for your bike, like somebody needed, because somebody. You watch that video, go back and watch. Oh no, he broke my bike. Check it out. A couple days ago, he broke my bike. It cost me a lot of money.
A lot of money.
Yes.
And I'll never hear the end of it.
That's right. She broke it. I've never even dropped that bike ever. Only bike I've ever owned that's never slid in rocks. I've never dropped it. It never fell over. Never fell over.
I know, but you're asking for trouble. When you say something's never happened, then that's when it happens.
So we don't know. We'll see what happens. Well, the bike falls over, it falls over. That's life. And the shit happens. I don't really even have a scratch on the bike. And couldn't say that about my truck. Somebody wrecked my truck in the first 30 days. Actually, I think it was the first week. I wonder who that was. Should have had a video on that.
The video you driving out to Arizona that night.
You could have done that too. You've been mad too. But a brand new truck.
And I wasn't happy about it.
And she goes to the doctor. And so when she backs into the spot, when she backs in this way, backs in this way, and then when she leaves, she's parked right next to a giant concrete wall with a dumpster in it. And she turns this way and goes out. And she can't figure out why the whole left side of my truck got ripped off. Didn't even have 100 miles on the truck. I probably had that. It didn't have 1,000 miles on the truck. She comes and picks me up from work and goes, I got to tell you something. And I'm like, what? You'll see when you get on your side of the truck, I kind of hit something. On the whole side of my truck.
It was not the whole side.
Quarter panel?
No, it was not.
It wasn't this small.
Move on.
But that's another story.
450, that's pretty cool. He bought a 450. I like those 650s. They're huge. They're gigantic.
But we wouldn't. The same thing we do. We have a 2018 250 with the short bed, and we were going to get the long bed, and that's what the guy said. The dealership says, "Are you going to drive this truck every day?" And I'm like, "Yeah, probably." And he says, "You don't want a long bed," and we don't want a long bed. It's a pain to park that big old monster now when we're out driving around. We have to park towards the end of every parking lot because there just isn't enough room. It hangs out in the parking lot now. So I could just imagine if it was a long bed or a dually, and just we wouldn't have any room. And that's what she said. She likes the big 650 truck. Well, we'd have to park around the back of the building where the commercial trucks park.
I just think they're cool looking. They're great big. They're gigantic.
So
I don't know. I can't find all of our patrons. Where does it show the list of all of our patrons?
Why, is somebody looking to see if they're on it?
No, they wanted me. Oh, there's Buck. Did you hear your song last night, Buck? They were playing "Rockin' the Free World," and I kept saying, "There's Buck's song." There's some Blue Lane RV channel. How you doing? I don't know. I'll do it
My
later.
phone does it.
All right, we'll do it later.
Why? What somebody want to know?
Well, John wants me to make sure it's called exercise. I don't know. He wants me to send the biker bar stuff. And he said, "Don't forget to send it to me." So I was just going to send it real quick, but
Is he say he's a Patreon?
yeah. That's all right.
Well, mine did it while you did it. It just shows you the new one. No, why yours doesn't go to the bottom?
I don't know.
I don't know
Anyway,
either.
I'll do it. I've
working
got
right
it
now.
written down, so I won't forget, John.
All right, so she'll do that. Send that to you. Yeah, you can look at it, check it out. Biker bar, great thing.
If you have a fifth wheel, they said you want a long bed. Yeah, you got to have a dually, I think, for a fifth wheel.
Yeah, well, you need a light fifth wheel part. We're not looking to get a fifth wheel because that's the same thing. Our truck has actually got a fifth wheel hookup. It's got the holes, the lights, everything's all ready. We just got to buy a hitch. You can get, it depends on the nose of your fifth wheel, how much rooms you have. And because that makes a difference. If you have a rounded nose on the trailer, you can have no problem making turns. They also make a hitch that actually slides back and forth that you can get to do that too. But we're not looking to get a fifth wheel. Why?
More
Because inside my pickup truck, that's where all my stuff is. I have a floor jack, a compressor, all my tools, all kinds of stuff. Extra propane tanks, carry 2 tanks on board. We have all this equipment that's in there, barbecue grill, it's not inside the trailer. So
because in a toy hauler, you don't have a lot of
storage in a toy hauler. Fifth wheel, yes, but not a toy hauler. But we're actually thinking in the next year or so, we're going to downsize because I can't stop everywhere with what we have. And actually, if you've heard, if we could get a lot of subscribers or if a bunch of you join Patreon, like maybe like 1,000 of you join Patreon, and we can make some really big money. What we're thinking about doing is buying 4 motorcycles and putting them in strategic points of the United States, and we would fly to rallies and then ride that bike to all the adventures and film them all. We'd stay in a hotel, or we'd stay with you guys because we wouldn't have to.
We still need to call somebody.
Yep, we have somebody in Fayetteville that wanted us to stay with.
I know, and I saw it, and I was gonna write down your number, and I should have. I'll have to look back the email up.
We want to let them know that we're not coming in early, and we decided to stay in Eureka Springs. So we appreciate that. We have a lot of people.
He must have been. I don't know what he was looking at.
Who?
Well, a while ago when you went like that, they said you were looking at a girl.
He was louder. Talking about the
Louder than
bands.
you?
Yeah, well, I imagine they probably, did you hear about the bands playing? They went totally zonkers on it. I was like, what the hell? We're trying to do it live over here. We're busy. We got the works on.
We're working.
Working that thing.
65 we got on. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you're on.
This is like a personal chime with all you guys.
Yeah.
It's such a small group.
Tom Sheets. Good evening. I hope to see y'all in Arkansas. Okay, we're going to
be there.
Yep. Somebody else asked us earlier when we were going to be at the Harley dealership, the Big Trails. We don't have a specific date and time yet.
Probably my guess would be Thursday. We get it on Wednesday. So probably, I don't know, we're probably just going to hang around in Eureka Springs on Wednesday when we get there, look around, see what's there, figure out where we're going to be. And Thursday, we'll probably get up early in the morning and we'll probably go to the dealership, do all of our stuff there. and then go over to probably drop down into Fayetteville just to see what's there. So if we ever did come back, we would know what Fayetteville looked like. And then we head back to Eureka Springs. Friday night is, I don't know what night we're going to be at the Cat House, either Friday or Saturday night, maybe both nights. I don't know. Don't know where we're going to hang out. They don't really have bike parking like they do here or like Daytona or even like
somebody said the only thing that sucks in Eureka Springs, like at the Cat House, is the parking.
And we hear that too. So normally that's like we try to do, like here. We got here around 4 o'clock. So we get here early enough to where Chubby Couple can park next to his booth here. So we usually find a good place. Now, could be like with the Cat House, we now know, is it Jack? Jeff that owns, he's not on tonight. That's a surprise. He must be getting ready for the rally.
Yep.
So we'll tell Jeff, find us a special parking spot. Like the guy here, when we stayed at Gators over here, we came up to him and said, hey, dude, where's a great place for us to put our truck, our bike, not a truck, park our bike. We won't get blocked in. That's a whole other story from Daytona.
No, Panama City.
And so he says, hey, I got a private house up there. It says no parking. You can park there. You'll be fine. Nobody will tow you. Nobody towed us. And it was a great spot. We got it right out. And worked real good. It was a great concert last night. You guys will see it tomorrow, Monday night. Monday, late afternoon, that video will come up. Be a highlight of Shady Gator, Lazy Gator, their operation they have there.
They come for the goat, but they stay for the spank, Mr. Bob.
Let's go over here. Goat, is he here?
Yeah, he's in the house. Dallas is in the house.
He's not in. He
so
didn't get in,
you missed it earlier. We were saying in Tennessee, people didn't have running plumbing in their houses yet. So if you have plumbing in your house and goat spank.
You have running water.
Or indoor toilet.
Yeah. They want to know if Goat Spank, if it was like some of the places in Tennessee and Arkansas that don't have running water yet. They're still relying on the rainwater from the gutter.
Plumbing. So it looks like Mark Borgading's on too, but I don't see him on here. Unless he's on YouTube. I guess he might be on YouTube.
Could be.
Yeah.
So pretty excited how long we've been on. Get your glasses
1 hour and 1 minute.
Getting dark.
The sun's going down. Oh, they got beautiful sunsets out here.
There it is. So it's nice out here at the river or lake. Well, actually, it is a river. They turned it into a lake. They dammed it up with the Corps of Engineers. Great job. They do. We have a lot of Corps of Engineer parks that were built out here in the Midwest. Lots of them. We've been on a lot of them.
Yep.
Tucky Lake, Carlisle Lake, Lake of the Ozarks.
Is Run Lake?
There's a Corps of Engineer. So yeah, a lot of them out here.
Where we used to ride our boats at. And Chris Belafonte's on.
So we did have an offer to ride on a boat, and we turned it down.
Who?
And one of the people that were running the Gators said if we wanted to hang around long enough, he'd find a guy, one of his buddies, to take us out on the boat. And I said we didn't really need to ride a boat. We've been on the water here. Too busy doing bike stuff.
I would like that. I love. I can do it. Ski, but
no. We're old. We used to regular ski, like 2 skis and hold, and nobody does that anymore. Everybody does wakeboarding, and they do that thing where you can surf behind the boat if you have the right propeller or the thing on the boat, jet boat. You can surf on it. We got a lot of that out by the lake where we're at, Lake Havasu.
Yeah,
I think that's
they
a party
wakeboard now.
Yeah.
Well, just like people don't snow ski anymore, they snowboard.
Yeah. So times have changed. We're too old. We ain't gonna change any of that stuff, and our ankles ain't so good anymore.
Or legs.
I don't know if we could get up and do any of that anymore.
I don't know. No, it would be tough.
We have enough trouble walking. Let alone anything else we do. I'm still able to ride a bike.
And I'll get the sunrise. He would have to get the sunrise.
Somebody's been sleeping in pretty late every day.
It's been nice.
Until we get back to where we got to start working at Daytona, and Myrtle Beach ain't that big a deal, but Daytona, that's usually early days in Daytona. They do a lot of riding.
That's when we get up early and go to bed late. Sam, I'm working my way up to that. I'm getting all my rest now.
Well, last night we were up at past midnight, but I didn't edit nothing, so it wasn't like we were working. But it just the time we got back after the concert and stuff, took showers and did all that stuff. We watched a little TV, watched some YouTube, and then I asked her what time it was. She said it was after midnight. And I'm like, we gotta go to bed. We gotta get up early.
Set the alarm for 7:30. I got up at 8:30. Our Borgadine said, you were old, not him.
He's not as old as I am.
No, he said you were old. He didn't.
Oh.
Like you're calling yourself old.
Yeah,
Somebody else did. Where are all the likes? Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Hit the like button. Hit the little thumb. That gives us a like. Daytona's a party town. That's Rap Pink. He's going to have to show us around where all the party spots are. Work on a better mattress, man. We have a good mattress in our trailer. It's almost better than the one at home.
It is probably better than the one we have at home. People that bought the trailer, our trailer is actually 1 year old. We were going to buy a brand new one, and a girl, actually we know who she is now, but we didn't know her at that time. She's on our Facebook page, ATC Facebook page, and they had just bought the trailer, and they came up with the fifth wheels, and she had to have one of the fifth wheels. So this trailer was like, when we got it, it was like brand new. They just bought this brand new mattress, and they left it in the trailer. And perfect. It was not a spot on it. And
nice.
Trailer was like that too. It looked like brand new.
Smelled like brand new.
Somebody got in a trailer the other day and said it still smells.
Kelly. It was
but we
Kelly.
don't smoke or anything like that. So.
And Charlie's not in it right now.
Yeah,
So
don't smoke
sometimes you come home and it's like, ooh, it smells like a dog.
So he'll be on with us next year.
From Florida. Cheers. Ray Davis. Hi, Ray Davis. He's from Florida.
Well, we got a video today that we filmed. I'll try to put it on Mondays if I have enough time. Got a lot of stuff to put on Monday's video. A guy riding a big old, I don't know if he was a pit bull or not. I'm not sure what he is.
Somebody said it was a pit bull.
And rides on the back of a motorcycle. All by himself. Just sits on this rubber pad. I got goggles. I filmed him driving away.
I took a picture of him too. I was going to
we met Chong too. Teaching Chong. We met him today. He's going to be on our video coming up too. Maybe he'll be at the very end for a highlight.
Shouldn't be tired. I was yawning and they said, sorry, we're keeping you up. I don't know why I'm tired. I don't know.
Well, we're getting down to the end here. This is, for us, this is going to be our last day at the rally,
Kentucky.
which ends up finding out we're down here at the Camden Loop,
on the lake.
Yeah. And well, there's a town here called Camdenton too. So I want to leave a ton off of it. And so what it is the name of
Kentucky.
this hotel here,
Connecticut,
that owns H Toad is the Camden Inn. So they call this the Camden Inn Loop or whatever it is. And
that's where we are right now.
And all their vendors are breaking. That's enough. Put it down there. There's only one word. Straight. It's ancient toad. If you didn't see
was
it,
I covering? If I cover you up?
Well, you were. You were holding it like, here, let me do this while I'm talking. See, so can you guys see this? Pretty good. That's what you're doing. I'm trying to talk, and it's like she's holding it here. How long? How long do you need to read that? Or maybe you wanted to see the little frog.
I was trying to get the frog. I was trying to get it straight.
They see what I put up with. Now she's gonna snort for you. You guys don't know that part of her. Somebody's going crazy. Is that it's not a troll, is it?
No. Adam, just a question. No, I don't know. Both of you, Russell, ride with us all the time. Adam.
All right. So that's what it is. So today the H Toad's here, which we have vendors down here. We got about 30 vendors, I think is what they said here.
Mark's not being very nice
most
tonight.
of those are all heading out, turn down tonight, and they'll all be going by in the morning. So that's
the one's
kind of
right here.
So over at the Harley dealer, they're supposed to stay till 2 o'clock or whatever it is. But once again, Sunday, everybody leaves anyway. Most of the people, today was probably the biggest crowd that was here, which I couldn't really tell. A lot of people were here on Friday too. So Friday and Saturday were the biggest crowd, which is typically of most rallies. You know, a lot of people might be going to Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue next week. And if they took off this weekend, taking a week's vacation, they could have came here on Friday night, been here for Saturday and Sunday, and then go down to Bikes and Blues and ride down. There'll be some great riding. We've got a couple subscribers that we've talked to that are going to meet up with us and take us on a few rides. So hopefully somewhere in those days, we'll be able to squeeze some riding in.
We met a lot of people. We met George and Jennifer. We met Steve and Debbie, and we met Randy and Debbie.
Well, the guy that we met last year, we wanted to tell the story about how he broke down coming to Sturgis. He lives down real close down there, and he knows the area. He's coming in and staying. So he said he would call us and text us and let us know. Maybe take us out on a ride or so. It just kind of depends because what we're trying to do now with these rallies is we're going to show you the first day, show you the vendors, and then that's it. We're done with the vendors. Because if there's not a lot of them there, and if you're not coming to it, do you really want to see all the vendors all week long? So we're trying to make it short and sweet. Here we made 2 days, the first day and the second day. First day was the Harley dealer. Second day was here, showing you what vendors they had
And the
here.
Indian dealer.
Yeah, and then we showed you Indian dealers in the second day. And the mayor here bought a new Indian. I didn't get to see him though.
He was supposed to be down there when we were doing
They said he was
our
there,
meet and
but nobody came and told me he was there. We were talking to people at the meet and greet we had 11 to 1.
greet at the ice hole.
Yeah, and it was pretty good, and they actually have really good drinks there. And he says these guys, we were comparing him to
New
New Orleans,
Fat Tuesdays.
and he said his mix was better. So I don't know. Ones we had were pretty good. No complaints. I don't know if they're any better or not, but they were just as good. Thumbs up to them. Ice hole. If you're ever down here, Lake of the Ozark, check out that bar. They got mixed
Kinda
drinks
off the beaten path.
and they got all the frozen
They
drinks
got a
and
full
stuff.
bar, they got beer, and then they got all the frozen drinks.
Yeah,
So they
normally
got
don't
it
have
all.
food, but they had a guy doing barbecue out front. We didn't eat there though. But we didn't.
So don't forget to
We
give us
wanted to
thumbs
eat
up if you're on.
Because we're doing a live from here, and we wanted to give them credit for eating here, spend some money here. And we had a few people come see us here while we were here. That's kind of neat. I didn't think, actually, you guys are actually turning out a little better than we thought you have been, because normally we have like a meet and greet or tell you we're here and nobody shows up. And actually here we've had, except, well, I didn't have that planned. Thursday night we didn't have it planned. But last night last night was different. We had people that we invited. But tonight we've actually had quite a few. We probably had a dozen people here tonight that knew we were here and came here and ate while we were here.
Yep.
So that was kind of neat.
Yep.
And
then at our meet and greet, we had, I don't know,
about a
probably.
dozen.
Yep. So it
So
was pretty
yeah,
cool.
it's pretty neat night. So actually it was really good.
Let's see, it
People
was
actually are showing
pre-scheduled.
up.
How many? We had that planned for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we need to do that in Eureka Springs, like Cat House, pick a day and a time.
Yeah.
So everybody that's coming down will know.
Yeah. I don't know how we need to call him and see what time and how early he opens. Because they say the place gets nuts. So we want to try to get there and be. See, the problem with some of those places is you want to be in there before the band, just like yesterday. They got all screwed up because the pre-band started playing songs during their practice.
They almost played their whole set for their practice, like to warm up.
Yeah, 3 songs they played. And it's like, it's us and the crazy leaf blower guy. That's it. Phil, the crazy leaf blower guy. That's what his name was, Phil. He's like,
Robert, he said he just got the notification that we were live.
maybe he's in a different time zone. I think I put it on right. Because I looked at my other phone. See what happens is when we cross all these time zones and stuff, it comes up and gives
It
me
really
stupid-
screws up
Yeah.
YouTube.
And
Or
I
yarn
think-
string.
So did it come up? So tonight it was actually here. Our time was 6 o'clock. For everybody that's on, did it come other than who just came on? Did the rest of the times come up with the right time when we started?
Because we've been on an hour.
Yeah.
So I don't know. There was a long line to the concert. There was, yes, there was.
We
You
filmed
filmed
that.
it?
We filmed that. We had a bunch of people yelling, "Yeah, Jackal!" I thought I was being paid by the promoter to do all of it because I was inside. It was great. The owner was a really nice guy here. We met him, and he's like, "Whatever you guys need, whatever you." He met us. He introduced me to security. So when I got close to the stage, they're like, "Yeah, come on by. Thanks."
So they're on stage filming,
I
and
was
I
on
was like,
stage, right next to the stage,
wow.
but I was nobody in front of me. I got some great shots, but shooting from the side. But I mean, I wasn't on. Everybody else was on the other side of the stage. All of his family and VIP people and all that were standing on that side. On the side I was being the security guard, and that was it. And that was where Jackal came on and off. So we got Jesse coming on and off the stage. I've got him filmed both ways. Nobody has that footage. Because if they did, I was in it because I've been standing in front of them.
So tomorrow night, we're going to leave tomorrow morning, and tomorrow afternoon we'll be in Branson. We're going to be staying at Treasure Lake in Branson. And we're going to be
I was
there.
looking out the window. Wasn't looking at a girl. I was
There's
seeing the sun
probably a
was
girl
still
on
there.
a boat out there. So
Holy
we'll be
smokes.
there.
There's like 5 girls out here naked on the deck. Oh,
So
no, it was a tumbleweed.
we'll be there Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and we're leaving Wednesday to go to Eureka Springs. So that's where we're going to be. And then we're leaving next Sunday, Fayetteville. We should be in Myrtle Beach on Monday night.
I'm doing it.
See? So that's where we'll be, Steve.
But
So we'll
well,
see
today,
you.
We didn't get a lot of sleep last night. So we probably didn't get to sleep till 1 o'clock.
We didn't get back to the trailer until after 11.
So the time we probably went to sleep, it was 12:30, 1 o'clock. And then we were up again by 8. It really wasn't a bad time. But
where are you at, Robert? See, it does say Roberto. I knew there's a reason I call you Roberto all the time. He said it's after 10 there where he's at. I don't know. Where are you at?
What time? Where is it? What time is it here? 7, 8, 9, 10. He has to be in another country because the East Coast. We're only 1 hour away from the East Coast.
Yeah.
8:15 in Florida.
After 10 o'clock. Oh, maybe he's telling us after 10 o'clock he's ready for bed.
Oh.
Or he'd have a headache. That's probably what he meant. Sorry, I misread it.
Yeah, she's reading. I might get my glasses on.
Oh,
We're relying on
thanks
her.
for the videos. Keep up. Okay, thank you. Is it Bundy? Bundy 424.
Maybe Monday, maybe Sunday night, or tomorrow night, we're going to do our live, our normal live. I forgot about that on Sunday, that we're going to do our live. Maybe we'll bring the laptop out. It'll be a little bit bigger and we can see it. And
we can actually see what we're doing.
maybe we can put, if some of you got cameras on your computers, we can bring
put
you up.
On.
And you could be
But
like the Brady Bunch, but you have to get an earpiece.
Yeah. So people looking at me like I'm nuts with the laptop in front of me, watching you in 3 different times. Well, you give us a thumbs up on each spot you're looking at us at. Oberlin, Kansas. That's where he's at, I guess. Robert Aguilera.
Where's he at?
Oberlin, Kansas.
Don't you live in Texas?
Where is it?
I don't know either. I thought he
Not
lived in
for
Texas, but maybe he moves around.
Right, I'm old.
He was in the military. I don't know if he's still in the military.
It says Bob and Tam. Okay, I'll check them out. Anything that says Bob and Tam's, I'll check out. Good evening. Hey, Dave's here, man. Aguilera.
Another exciting day. So today's the wrap up for us for our Lake of the Ozarks Bike Fest. It was all right, but we're not coming next year. But it's not because the Bike Fest was really bad. You know, it is what it is. Which is what I did. The vendor over here, the guy that owns Shady Gators, wants to sit down. Well, he's not going to sit down. We're going to talk to them about doing some events. Because what sucks here is there's nothing to do. There is nothing to do here during the day unless you want to go riding. And the riding, the guy told us today at one place we needed to ride, which we don't have time to do it. I mean, we went on one of the rides. Actually, the rides we did over in Owensville, Missouri, was better than riding here.
Well, they said the one that those girls were talking to us about was called the Devil's Elbow. They said that was really nice. That was mostly off-road. The one we rode was mostly highway. There was 70 miles long and probably 20 miles of it was highway. So, but I mean, it was all right. We got on a couple windy roads and winded around a lot. When we were on, actually, there was no traffic, so it was really good. Nobody came in our lane or anything. Except there was one sign down where we were supposed to turn. Yeah, I made a wrong turn. And they didn't give you mile markers, which they should. Most places do that. We did that on our bike ride. People should do that. Which this was, I think, the Hog Group made up these maps. It was great that they did this. And so it was really nice, but a lot of people didn't know. Actually, probably those maps are back there all the time. So that's probably why nobody says nothing. But that was one of the things that I'm dissatisfied with this show. And it's probably other shows do it, but since there's nothing really going on, the promoters for the Harley dealers, the promoters for here at H-Toads, and the promoters downtown do not associate with each other. They're on some kind of committee, but the people that are in the committee aren't people that work at the events. So it's messed up. So nobody really seems to know what anybody else is doing, and nobody's doing nothing else. So if you go down on the strip, there's nothing there. There's a bunch of bars. It's got some music going on. Maybe they got bands tonight. Maybe they don't. Maybe they're DJing. Most of the people are sitting and looking at the street. They don't have, like when you go to Sturgis, you go to most of the bike rallies, there's a lot of girls that are bartending and stuff like that. Most of these are just their normal bars, and there's a girl in there bartending. They don't really have the beer tubs and all that. And it could be because what happened last month here. They said a lot of that is because they said normally there's a bunch of stuff. Well, they used to have open container here, and they don't this year. What they have to do here, which is one of the problems they have, that all the businesses that sell liquor have to chip in and get a special license downtown so they cover the insurance. And I guess some guy must have had a good bar here or something, and he did it, and he paid for it himself. And all those bars benefited. Well, that guy's not around anymore. So nobody filed for that. Well, all the other people are whining and crying that nobody did it. Well, dude, you're on the strip there. You all need to get together and say, hey, dude, how are we going to do this next year? Well, one bar owner today even said his landlord said, you can't have anything extra out here. Because that's what we said. There's no bikini bike washes. There's where?
Right there. Itchy, itchy, itchy. Yeah, bugs in my pants. It's in my back. In my shirt. It's usually the decal. There's another decal shirt.
Oh, it's the same one you always say.
I know, but this is a different color.
There, can you see it?
And decals make it itch.
So anyway, they said his landlord wouldn't let them have anything extra.
But they
like
didn't
he
have
was
a
thinking about having a mechanical bull.
But I don't know because they're on a private lot. But I'm still thinking that that's still open container. We could sit out on their patio, and one restaurant. Well, they probably could have done something because that restaurant had
yeah, it was
their whole
called
area marked off.
T. Ray's Ugly Bar, and they had a bikini bike wash. We drove by. Must have been Friday.
It was yesterday. We seen a couple girls there. Today we seen a girl look like she was in a winter coat.
It's crazy. And oh, that was in Owensville, I guess. No, it was in Union. We went to the Walmart. And we saw the cops were there on the side. And we just thought, well, they're in there, whatever, picking up something. And when I went, they only had the bathroom all the way in the back. So we went and picked up something. Went to the bathroom in the back. When I came out, there's the cops standing there outside the door. And I thought something was weird because when I went in the bathroom, because it's hot, and this girl had a winter coat.
Why are we telling this story?
I don't know.
No. Girl was a shoplifter. She had a winter coat on. It's 100 degrees outside. Got a winter coat on, boots and everything. And I guess she stole half the store. Well, we've seen the cops outside. So she's in the bathroom. I'm like, what are you doing in there so long? And so these cops are on there, and I'm like, what's going on? Well, a bunch of girls come out of there that work at Walmart. And they're like, she's in there still. And they were saying all this stuff was inside of her coat. She had stole like a vacuum cleaner or something. I don't know. I don't know where she stuck that at. But they were waiting for her to come out of there. So
and I was in there with her. But anyway, so when I went into the bathroom, I saw this big old winter coat over the top of the bathroom stall, and I'm thinking, who the heck's in there with a big old winter coat on? But anyway,
the helmet lady. That was a song last night.
Oh my God! We'll have to try to find those songs. Objects business, rally planner and organizer. Been there, done that.
Well,
he says your next business, rally planner and organizer.
Well, if somebody would contact us and say, hey, we would pay you guys to help us. No, I wouldn't want, like here. I don't know. Well, we used to own an entertainment company. And so we did special events.
Plan events.
And so we know how it all works. And being that now we follow all these rallies, I don't know if there's anybody that's been to the rallies that we've been to in 1 year or in 2 years now. To be in a consecutive, because the average person couldn't do all this because you couldn't afford to do all this stuff. So I think we have a different perspective of seeing things because one, we're out here talking to everybody. We talk to vendors, we talk to subscribers that are actually at the events, what they like, what they don't want. We talk to the cities. Now here we didn't talk about money. There's all this controversy going on with the city about
the sheriff, the mayor,
somebody died here last. A motorcycle club member shot another motorcycle club member from another motorcycle club. And that happened on July 15th. So it's very tense here, but it's been a great rally so far. No real trouble. So few people I've seen pulled over, but I mean, I think we've seen a bike pull over last night. That's what made me
think of that story because you said we saw a girl here and she had a winter coat on. And that made me think of the girl that was, see how my mind works?
See what I live with?
You like to be a little mouse and see. No, you can ask anybody that's met us. What you see is what you get.
That's right. And some people say that. We got Ken that was with us this almost the whole weekend. And he met us at 3 or 4, probably
he's
5.
He's usually on here a lot, but he's
on his way home.
Yep.
Well, he's actually packing.
Yep.
He's rented a Airbnb, whatever it is. I always say it wrong.
Airbnb or Airbnb.
Airbnb, that's it. And I got a great deal, 3 nights for $150. But it's a dirt road he had to drive down to park.
And it's like up a hill, on top of this hill.
Yeah. But he said it's great. He's right on the water and everything else. You could have a boat there. He didn't have a boat. He brought a motorcycle. But a great guy.
And pray for him that he makes it home safe and sound because he's having some issues with his bike.
He's got the Suzuki.
A Suzuki, like a 93.
It's a really nice looking bike.
It's really pretty.
I don't know if did you get a picture of it? I don't think I did. We've seen it. He's supposed to have all these lights and stuff. His helmet does different colors in his bike.
Well, he says everything's neon.
Oh,
so
yeah, when lights hit it.
And his helmet and his bike all lights up when the.
So that was kind of neat. We didn't get to see it. I should have took a picture of his bike.
We did.
Pretty neat.
We
seen it
saw
from
the
a
bike,
distance.
but yeah.
It's like metal flake red, and it's kind of neat looking bike, but we never got that close to it. I don't know why. And he didn't go riding with us or nothing. But like I said, we've never done any more riding other than the first day we were here. After somebody broke my bike, the next morning we rode. Well, I'm just telling you when we rode. Couldn't ride on Monday. Dealership's closed on Monday.
And we could have. There wasn't that much of it broke. I just threw it away.
We should frame it. You should put it. We could put it on here and raffle it off. Would you guys like to have my broken part?
No, it's already thrown. It's in the
That's
trash.
right, we did. But they probably didn't come pick up the dumpster. You could dig through the trash can and get it
I
out.
am not digging through the trash.
Oh, lift her up in there. Give her a hoist.
You can lift up in there and get it out if you want it. I asked you before I threw it away.
I said, I don't want it. I didn't say they didn't want it. We could sign it. You give it away. I bet. Does anybody want a signed broken part off my bike?
No.
See if anybody wants it.
It was just a windshield, they're saying.
You that far behind all them people?
No, I
Oh. How many people still on there?
70. So don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you're on there.
Draw a little face on your thumb. You could do a little dance while we're waiting. They might like that. She does weird things like that. She would do that. Oh, little Tom Duck. She got a little.
I have a tomato joke. I'll have to show you guys. I don't have a tomato with me, but I'll have to do it. Tommy Tomato. If anybody knows that.
Yeah, she had a little voice for him. How's he talk?
Oh, my name is Tommy Tomato. Do his voices. He's the one that does all the voices. Anyway, are we done? Mark B says yes. To what? I don't know.
He wants to sign autograph.
Oh, he went no. You can come down and get it out of the dumpster, Mark. We're not that far away from you. We didn't get to meet up with you. Mr. Bill. Oh, that's my guy.
Oh no, Mr. Hogo. No, what was his name? Mr. Sluggo.
Well, Sluggo.
Oh, Mr. Sluggo. Oh no. Don't hurt Mr. Bill. Oh no.
That was, I love that. That was my favorite. I've got a Mr. Bill at home, and he used to talk. He
Well, it
don't
was
talk
supposed to be the
anymore.
dog's toy, but she wouldn't let the dog play with it. She wouldn't let him kill
It's okay.
Mr. Bill.
No, because he would have tore him up.
For
Probably
those who
stick
started
around my
early,
bike.
we
I
actually
remember
had
on my computer.
Louis Armstrong on here this morning, and he was in the different boys. I got to drink something first.
By you.
Because everybody says they don't really like the way my voice sounds. So we were going to have Louis Armstrong on here today to tell you
You
guys
sound
about
more like
Bobby
a, what is his name? Craftsman.
Craftsman.
I want to hear Pat Albert.
It's Fat Albert coming for a good time. I usually do it when I see them
You kind of
nice
sound like
girls.
Elmo.
When I see those nice girls, I always go, hey, it's Fat Albert.
It's 8:25 in Myrtle Beach. All right. That's an hour ahead of us, so it must be 7:25 here.
Can't see it.
The first
It
time.
says 7:27.
Hey, 5 people watching.
5 people watching.
No, 69 I got on here.
69. 69 is mighty fine.
Maybe it's 5 people on
Facebook.
Facebook.
Facebook hasn't been doing
Yes,
very
Elmo.
good.
Did I sound like Elmo? Anyway.
Hey, I'm Elmo. Hey, I'm the Craftsman. We're here.
We used to watch him all the time. Sling Blade, please. No.
So
Gumby.
we're going to be ending up the show tonight. And
Yes.
it's going to be the end of the B-Team show because we got to go back to pack up and get ready to head out to Branson, Missouri tomorrow. We're going down there with the Hibby and the Wallflowers. That hurts my voice when I do this too long. Mom, I won't be able to talk anymore.
Darn. Oh my gosh.
She can't handle the Craftsman because when he talks like this. You never see it. You only see his hands. This is
And
the
he's always got
Craftsman.
gloves on.
He's got like a little puppet guy too. There's the Craftsman. Maybe I'll get a little puppet. He'd be,
Pating man.
yeah. He'd be the big king man. Hey, I'm the king man. We're here for the new thing. Hey,
No,
welcome to
he
the
says it. Can you believe this?
What?
He says it's even drinking.
Nope.
This is normal.
You're seeing a side that I normally don't show to anybody. She's really, now a lot of you see this now, but most people don't know me that well. I'm known to be more of a butthead than anything else. And that's how most of my life has been. And very, very few people really get to see the other side of me. And a lot of you've seen that now.
Right
So-
for the
So that's what she says. When people would always say, "Oh, he's such a butthole," but you don't really know him. That's what she always say. You don't know
You
his
only
other
see
side.
the one side. He's always cold stone face, but never used to smile. He's got dimples, but you can't see him now. All right. Bye, Ry Davis. He's
All
got
right.
ahead.
So we're gonna go ahead and wrap the show up tonight because we're gonna be backing up. We're gonna come out tomorrow night. So if you guys, what time you guys want to see tomorrow night? Because it's Sunday night. Tell us a time in Central Time and give us that real quick, and so that we can schedule that for tomorrow night, and we'll come
5 or
back out.
4, whatever
And we'll
time's
be on
easier for you
Branson.
guys.
So if we said 5 o'clock, that would be 6 o'clock on
East Coast.
Eastern Time, and that'd be what, 3 o'clock?
And
Pacific time?
Pacific time.
So where you,
Thank you, Robert.
so give us a time. Now we'll take our check.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're wrapping it up. No,
No. Too much
still
tea.
full.
Give me just a couple minutes.
All right, thanks.
So she can bring
Thanks,
us a check.
John.
So anybody telling us what time?
I don't hear anything. What's on
Time.
schedule
Or
for
maybe
the
nobody
rest
wants
of
to
the
watch us
night?
tomorrow. What are we doing the rest of the night? We're gonna go back.
You're
we're
not gonna
gonna-
watch Hell's Bells?
I don't know.
We'll see how hot it is outside. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's been it was
So we
hot
might
today.
see what's going to end up happening is that machine gun guy is going to come on first, that band. So it's going to be probably 9 or 10 o'clock before
Late.
the Hell's Bells comes on.
My beverage
And by then
is
I'm already getting kind of tired, and we're planning on going to Bass Pro tomorrow night. Tomorrow morning when we're coming through, we're going to show you the original Bass Pro. It's going to be on a video, maybe Tuesday's video. And it's going to show you the original Bass Pro. It's really a cool place. If you're a George Bush fan senior, he actually used to fly in there with a helicopter to buy all of his fishing gear, because this was the original and only Bass Pro Shop. And we've been in it. Jesus, I don't know how long it's been around, because we probably was in it within the first year or two it was open. We were there and went in there
Really
because you'd
cool.
seen all the animals and stuff, and now they're everywhere. But
Yeah.
it was kind of neat to see that first one, and we'll have to see that, and we'll film all this and show you
That's
guys
what we
in there,
heard.
but it won't be live. They're supposed to have a museum next door, but I don't know. It was there before, but I'm not a big museum guy.
And he
I don't
doesn't like
mind
to
going-
pay to go in.
I don't
anything.
mind going to Bass Pro and look at the stuffed animals there and look at the
He
fish.
said that's a
and
museum
'cause
in
it's
itself.
free. I like free. I don't
So
like to
Rhett
pay.
thinks says 4. So
4
that'll
o'clock?
be 5 o'clock our time. He's in
All right.
East Coast time.
All right, so that's what we'll put. 5 o'clock Central Time tomorrow night, same time, same station, same bat. I forget what the bat part is.
Same bat time, same bat channel, same bat.
Something
Dingbat.
else.
Dingbat.
So I don't know. I remember the 60s bat, so we're gonna have to go Google that.
Here.
Same bat channel, same bat time.
How does the saying go? Same bat time, same bat channel.
She's looking it up so we can end it right.
Same bat time, same bat channel. And then we said that was the end of the show.
No, I didn't see more than that. Somebody else wrote a few more things. What they say?
I will be watching. Okay, Robert. He's yawning. I don't really think I yawned that many times. Thank you guys. Have a good night. Thank Bundy. 424.
So 5 p.m. Central Time, we will be back on tomorrow night, and
Same
we'll tell you all about.
channel.
Yep, there you go. Same bat channel, same
Same
bat time,
ka-ting.
and same ka-ting Nation
Nation.
time. So see you then. Say bye.
Bye.